CNBC launching a new index today. CNBC's Next Generation 50 tracks the stocks that younger consumers and younger investors are most interested in. We backtracked into the start of the year. This basket of stocks is up 42% cumulatively, but like everything else, has dropped in the last month. It was put together by a team of CNBC's younger reporters and producers. You could say it's Millennial tested and Cramer approved because, Jim, you've been involved with this from the beginning.
I think this is fabulous, and I'll tell you why. There are a lot of youthful viewers who, for the first time, are trying to figure out the stock market. And what we've done here, we have a lot of companies that are product that then became stocks as opposed to traditional stocks that the institutions have looked at. So you'll see a Stitch Fix will be in there, a Chipotle, a DoorDash, but also something like Dutch Bros, which is a company that is doing quite well out in the Northwest. And Lululemon reports this week. Crocs, because lots of healthcare workers use it. Teladoc, 23andMe. Maybe that is something that tells you what your heritage is, or maybe it's something that with GlaxoSmithKline they're going to do some medical work with. DocuSign, unfortunately, and Zoom are on it. But I just thought this was great because this is what they talk about. This is what younger people talk about. Tonight I'm going to talk about which are the best. I'm not going to dump on the worst because you can look at the performance numbers. But this is what I call their tangible stocks and their conceptual stocks in this. I mean, when you look at a Bumble or a Match, they're a bit conceptual, okay? Coinbase, conceptual. But then you have Apple. You have Amazon. These are tangible. So, and we also have a Bitcoin and Ethereum on there. And those are... Bitcoin was down 20% on the weekend. I mean, again, what I've been really trying to focus on are these stocks that trade between 4 a.m. and 6 with no volume. And then you wake up and my wife says to me, Ethereum's down 20%. No, we got Bitcoin down 20%. I said, well, what happened? She goes, I don't know. I said, well, I don't know.
It's Saturday, right?
Yeah, it's Saturday. Right. Yeah, that's a great time to move a lot of stock. Great time to move a currency. But, yeah, we've got the cannabis stocks, the gambling stocks. We have the stocks that I would regard as being EV and EV related. And then you've got Tesla. That's the senior, and ChargePoint being the junior. I love this list. And I want everyone to go to CNBC because I always kind of want to vote what people think is the best product. And then you can go back and do the fundamentals. For instance, is Virgin Galactic the best fundamental? No. But it's captured the fancy of young people. As you know what's not on this list? Things like Ingersoll Rand.
Procter
not being picked. Coca-Cola.
US
This
Steel.
is not the cat. Oh, geez, U.S. Steel. I find that even the Pfizers of the world are not on. But, suddenly you get the Moderna on. Now, Moderna means they've got to have other vaccines than the one, but they certainly have the money to be able to handle it. But then Airbnb, Lyft, Uber, DoorDash, these are the ones that these younger people, they're deeply involved. Like, they don't go out. They just Uber.
But you would push back on comparisons to Wall Street bets or to non-profitable tech.
No, this is much better because you have something like an Uber. If they can pull off the food side, they have the car side. That's great. Zoom, if they can take all that cash and reinvent. DocuSign, well, it's certainly low.
Lower than it was.
Lower. But I love the list because the list is made up of all the companies that younger people have heard of. Now they got to go do the fundamental work. Because it's not just enough to be able to say, you know what, I really like lemonade here. You may have used the app, but that's not going to get you where you want. Now, David Giroux on later today. So Upstart, I have to love that company. I've had them on many times. Obviously, another show stole the guest. And I have no bitterness toward them.
I know.
Because that's fine with me.
You seem totally chill.
When you steal one of my guests, that's fine. And I don't mind. Yeah, because I am Jimmy Chill, and I don't mind. I mean, they're all nice people in that hour, right? And they just steal them, and that's fine. Anyway, watch Upstart today.
Yes, if you want more on the components of the index, be sure to join the investing club or go to CNBC.com.